Welcome to another episode of Sanford Says. This is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer, and I have two great guests with me today, two community leaders. Amanda Spor. Amanda's on the board of directors and co-chair of the Holiday Tour of Homes from the Sanford Historic Trust.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi. And Stephanie Pilk. Stephanie is a resident of Sanford, and so is Amanda, I must say. Board of Directors and social media team for the Holiday Tour of Homes and the Sanford Historic Trust. Hi, Stephanie.
Hello.
Welcome, ladies.
Thanks for having us. We're excited to be here.
So we're here today to talk about some of the wonderful aspects of the Sanford Historic Trust. But before we do that, we're going to jump in with some cool questions to get to know one another. So let's start. Amanda and Stephanie, which way do you take to get to I-4, 46 or the waterfront?
I take the waterfront every single chance I get. When we first moved here, I thought for sure 46 was the best way to go and the fastest, but you get to skip all the lights if you take the waterfront. It's maybe 2 more minutes, but sometimes when you can just ride down the waterfront, you don't even think twice about the fact that you're 30 seconds or another minute.
Exactly.
Yeah. Same here. I take the waterfront every time. I love the view.
Yeah, and I agree with both of you. I'm a resident as well. But 46 is great. There's businesses on that road and everything, and that's wonderful.
Yeah.
But the view is amazing.
One of my friends brought it up, and I was like, "That's crazy. It seems so much farther, but it's not. It's worth the trip."
Yeah, it is. All right. So, second question: do you currently have a favorite podcast besides this one? Of course.
I am currently listening to Jocko podcast. It's a little intense. He's a former Navy SEAL, so there's an aspect of war, but then he also talks about a lot of leadership elements, just because that's what he did and he does well. So that one's pretty neat.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Mine is not that intelligent. I listen to Watch What Crappens, which is a spin on Watch What Happens, which is a late night talk show kind of thing by Andy Cohen, but they recap all the housewives. So
I'm going to put that one on my list to check out. Wait, what about you?
I peruse the podcast, stations, and I'm not necessarily a true podcast listener outside of what I do here, but I am learning to be one. And there's so many great topics out there that from everything under the sun. So I don't have a specific favorite one besides, of course, Sanford Says. So the best kept street or the best street party in Sanford, ladies?
This one's really hard. It's a toss-up for me between Oktoberfest and the monthly food truck party. What about you, Steph?
Oktoberfest.
Yeah. I think the street parties the food trucks, it comes every single month and it never disappoints, but there's something a little special about Oktoberfest.
Yeah, I went to Oktoberfest this year and volunteered too, and I thought it was amazing. It's like you're transplanted to Germany. It's
100%.
They do a fabulous job. And of course we do love our food trucks too. So what's the best kept secret in Sanford?
You want to start?
Stephanie?
Steph? No. I think the best kept secret is the fact that you can auto pay your water bill online. I just learned that from the residence guide that came in the mail, and I couldn't be more excited about it.
Thank you. Plug for the utility department. No, I agree with Stephanie. There's just so many cool things that I think everybody knows about a lot of stuff. But if you're not, and we live here, and we work in the city, and so we think that it's not a secret. But I'm sure that to a lot of people, there's some stuff out there that people don't know. But
maybe Black Bear Wilderness area. I don't know if a lot of people know that we actually have a hiking trail in Sanford. It's down off of Michigan towards the mall area.
Oh, cool.
Off of, I think, Oregon.
I know where that is.
Hopefully that's
and
right.
I would never have thought that there was a hiking trail.
Yeah. So that's probably a really good secret.
And thinking of that about trails, Terwilliger Trail, that's over there by 46.
Yeah.
And then it connects. It's on Seminole Boulevard. It connects 46 to.
That's the new one, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I haven't had a chance to check that out.
Yeah, to the Riverwalk in Seminole Boulevard. And I don't think a lot of people know that you can do that. But once we get down the road, get some connection from that trail to Sunrail, it would be kind of neat to ride your bike and all of that, and then come down a quick way to get to 46 to the Seminole Boulevard.
Yeah.
It's called Terwilliger Trail.
That's really neat. So
yeah.
wait, I heard a rumor that there will be a marathon around the lake once everything is completed. Is that true or false?
It's definitely true. They're in planning stages
Cool.
now, and that's I think it's a 26-mile marathon.
Yeah.
And so yes, that's happening. It's nothing solid right now, set in stone, but they're definitely considering that because of the fact that it's going to be a continuous loop around the lake.
All right, so we all have plenty of time to start
Get
training
prepared.
and get ready.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And so, what's the best way to hitch a free ride in Sanford, Amanda?
I have been known to take the Sunrail. Like, my office is in downtown Orlando, so I would take the Sunrail back and forth to and from work. But I've been known to hop on the trolley after the Sunrail and then get a ride, like my final destination to Ride Lime, or from Ride Lime, like just to kind of bridge all the gaps.
Yeah.
So both are equally valuable, and it kind of just depends on what you're trying to do. Like on a Saturday or Friday night,
Yeah.
give Ride Lime a call.
Yes, that's and Stephanie, you?
Yeah, so I've done the trolley as well. I've done some Sunrail adventures, as Mike Smith with the Sullivan likes to call them. We'll take it to the Sunrail, the trolley to the Sunrail to then downtown. And Ride Lime I used last year, I think, to take my friends from Winter Park around town. So that was pretty cool. He kind of gave them a tour.
Yeah,
so
and
great.
so if the plug for Ride Lime, of course.
Yeah, Ride Lime is, it's free. Text them, they'll come and pick you up.
Yep.
Make
Tips
sure you
are
throw them a tip
appreciated.
at the end of the day, but
Yeah.
if you're in a pinch, they're always there for you.
And Google it, right?
Yeah, Google the number. I don't know what it is offhand. It's
And
one of
then-
those things that falls under the category of, should I look this up first? And the answer is yes.
Yes, you should, because it's a free way to get around downtown Sanford, and we appreciate that. And then the trolley, of course, coming from our Sunrail station is pretty
Yep.
neat too as well, and that's a free service from the CRA for the city of Sanford. So, what are 2 to 3 of your favorite places to go in Sanford?
The Riverwalk for me. I love it down there. It's pretty amazing. Smiling Bison for dinner and drinks is probably one of my favorites too.
I would say that Janine Taylor's art gallery is literally my favorite place in Sanford to go to. I drive my husband crazy because I could go every single weekend and not get tired of looking at it.
Yeah.
The art's really great, and I want to buy one of everything in there.
Yeah, that's true. I like Janine Taylor, and I also like the Folk Art Gallery, and I also like Maya's Bookstore.
Yeah,
I
Maya's
find-
is really fun because
I
you
was
can get
there
lost
the other
in there.
day.
Oh, I
Yep.
love going in there. They have the old vinyl, and they've got so many books.
Yeah.
It's really great, and she's a wealth of knowledge. So I love going in there, and there's of course some great restaurants downtown Sanford as well. So let's see.
Okay, we have a couple questions too we're going to throw out there. So when we're talking about cheese steaks, the best cheese steak in Sanford, Mr. Z's or Moon Subs?
I have not been to Moon Subs. I swear. Now, if that's the case, then I do need to go because I
Yeah.
love Mr. Z's for their pizza.
Pizza is
yes,
amazing.
Their pizza's amazing. But I'll have to check out.
If you
Moon
haven't checked
Subs.
out Moon's, it's something special because it's the cheesesteak that you expect. Nice and greasy, soft bread. It also has a way, it tastes like a little bit of Chinese food, and it's amazing. I don't know how they do it,
Okay.
but if you haven't had it, you got to
yeah.
go. We'll go for lunch or something.
Okay. That sounds good.
I haven't been to Moon's either, so
Yeah.
Go get a Moon Sub.
I know, I've heard.
Okay, steak, Cattle Ranch or Colorado's Prime?
Cattle Ranch.
Cattle Ranch.
Yeah. And
Have you done the challenge yet?
I have not. But my husband loves to go to Cattle Ranch. We both do because it's like walking into it. And I must say this, like we feel like a Quentin Tarantino movie in there. But it's really cool. They've been in business for like 35, 40 years and or more, and the food is fabulous and it's at a reasonable price. So we really like going there.
I'm a fan of Colorado's.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, we my first house in Sanford was near there, so I've been going there for a while.
Yeah.
I'm with Lisa on this one. I'm going to go with Cattle Ranch.
All right.
Okay. Now, what about the best park or your favorite park? Park on Park or Fort Mellon? Because they're two totally different.
Yeah.
When you go to each one of them, they feel different.
I have to tell you, do I have to choose that or can I pick another one?
You can pick a different one.
I like Toohey Park. I love Tui Park in the historic district, in the residential district in downtown. It's across from Preservation Hall, and it's a beautiful, serene, quiet park.
A
lot of trees. They have storytelling birds. They have storytelling. Really?
Also, come to the city of Sanford. It's also like a Disney movie.
They have boards that are storytelling and educational for people. You can just press the buttons and learn about trees, and they are bilingual.
I didn't know we had that.
Yeah, and it has a pretty little fountain in the middle. We actually got married in Tui Park.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
I like Fort Mellon. I just love looking at the water. So it's always going to be my winner.
I'm going Fort Mellon. I live over in Mayfair, so I frequent Fort Mellon on a regular basis.
Yeah, all the city parks are great.
They are.
I
They really
also
are.
learned that Sanford rivals Savannah, I believe, in the number of parks that we have within the city limits.
Great fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I might have
Yeah,
to
we have
use that for a fun fact later on.
Over 30 parks. Yep.
Okay, Lisa, what's at the very top of your to-do list?
Well, I'd like to travel to Israel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd love to go over there and just learn about the country and
Do you
the
have
cultures.
plans in the works?
Not
that-
now. I need to get my passport first.
Oh, yeah,
And then
that's
we
really
could
important.
go from there. But yeah, that's number one.
Really, for me, it's work. Right now, unfortunately, social media for the tour is like at an all-time high right now, which is fine and good and fun. But you know,
Got to pay the bills.
yeah. Well,
And we'll learn more about this. That's why you ladies are
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, the tour is taking up the majority of my time right now. So I would say the tour of homes is on the top of my to-do list.
Okay.
Okay, when we're talking about the waterfront, what's the best time to go? Sunrise or sunset?
Oh, that's a hard one.
I'm rarely awake for sunrise or in the mood to do anything but lay there and try and wake up. So sunset for me. I was just there last night. It was beautiful.
Goodness, both of them are amazing, I have to say, and I've been getting up earlier to walk on the Riverwalk and exercise, and the sunrise is so peaceful and they're beautiful. But then again, we come out, now the time change is happening soon, but you come out of City Hall and we're right located on the water here.
Yep.
And the skies are sometimes this beautiful, like pink and purple colors, and it's just amazing. So I can't pick a favorite. They're both great.
Both.
I live over in Mayfair, so when I hit we'll wake up in the morning, go for a walk, and I would say definitely sunrise is the best.
Yeah.
When you get to the water finally from walking through the neighborhood, it feels totally different.
Yeah.
And then coming back, you get to see all the good stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going sunrise.
All right.
All right. For breakfast, and these are two different. So Colonial Room or Tennessee Truffle?
Colonial Room. I've not had breakfast at Tennessee Truffle yet. I've had dinner there, but not breakfast.
I'm going to go. This is super hard because I frequent Colonial Room more, but the macaroni at Tennessee Truffle is my very favorite thing.
Okay, so we're not talking about, you are talking about breakfast.
No, you can get it for breakfast.
Okay.
It's a side with breakfast. It's like macaroni and cherry tomatoes.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like a macaroni salad. with
Okay.
Bacon, or no.
Yeah.
Is it bacon
I think
grease?
there's some bacon going on in there, bacon flavors. It's solid.
Nice.
Tennessee Truffle for me as well. They have a French toast that is out of this world that they serve with some smoked syrup.
It sounds good.
Really, really good.
Cool. All right, finally. Lisa, we're starting with you. Porch Fest or Tour of Homes?
Do I have to?
This is funny. Yes.
The Sanford Historic Trust here with hard-hitting questions.
God. Okay. Well, like I'm gonna be neutral. If I love, first of all, my son's a musician and I love music. So Porch Fest is so cool. What a great new event in Sanford. It's been here for a couple of years already, but
It was really good last year.
oh, just amazing.
Yeah.
And but I also love the tour of homes. It's just incredible to see downtown Sanford, the historic district, wrapped up in Christmas, and it's just a completely different vibe that you're like transported to just another time. I love it.
Yeah. Your son played last year's tour, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Yeah. One of the porches.
Like Lisa said, they're two completely different. Obviously, I'm putting a whole lot more effort into the tour of homes, but Porch Fest, I mean, their grassroots music festival is pretty great, and love being around the homes downtown, the historic homes. So that to me is like the connector, you know, the historic
so
homes.
From the trust perspective, we consider Porch Fest kind of like a sister event because, I mean, we're in, regardless of which event you're coming to, you're in the residential historic district.
Right.
We're obviously, you know, walking through, you get to take in the vibe. I personally like tour of homes a little better. Brought me to the trust, and I also like being able to peek into the houses.
Yeah.
That's not something you get to do anywhere. I mean, I don't know that there's another historic home tour in Seminole County.
There isn't.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So that's a great segue. So let's start now with telling us more about the Historic Trust. You ladies volunteer and give a lot of your time.
Yes.
Amanda, want to start?
We're all volunteers on the board. The tour of homes, even, it takes 180 people every year to execute the tour. So our mission for the Sanford Historic Trust is to protect, preserve, and cultivate the historical heritage of the city, the Sanford community through education and innovative stewardship. That has adjusted recently a little bit. We focused a ton on the residential historic district historically, but we're really trying to open up what we do to encompass the entire city in the entire community of Sanford. We feel like there's a ton of opportunity there. We haven't quite worked out how and what that will look like, but we are actually working on it currently. We really want to expand our reach if we can, because we feel like as an organization we have a lot to offer.
Because there's a lot of historic homes in the city.
Lots.
Yeah.
And I know that, I mean, if there is some type of plan eventually to kind of do a survey of all of the different neighborhoods, and if there's an opportunity to have another designated historic district, then I think that's something that we'd all like to be a part of.
Sure.
But yeah, the trust has been around since 1988. It was some of the founding members, we call them the elders, and they're totally fine with it.
The elder tribe.
The elders, yeah. But they were, more or less urban pioneers in the city. They were restoring and renovating old homes to protect them, and then also very instrumental in the formation of the Historic Preservation Board, which is not the trust.
Right.
And then also in establishing the actual boundaries of the historic district.
Yeah.
So that's really what our claim to fame is from the trust. Sometimes, occasionally, we'll get confused with, the Historic Preservation Board, like I mentioned, the Sanford Historical Society, the museum. We even get confused with Porch Fest on occasion, which all of those things I'm honored because they're all really great.
Right.
But like I said, our claim to fame is the boundaries of the residential historic district, being a part of the Historic Preservation Board forming. And then so we kind of exist in a place that's sort of in the middle of all of the other.
Right. And big kudos to the founding members, as you said, because it takes a lot to, I would assume, to create a district like that and to get everybody in your community on board.
Yeah, because you really do have to have everybody on board. You have to have the homeowners on board, and they have to have a desire to be considered a historic neighborhood, and basically. And then even the city, the city has to bring this up and actually make it a thing to happen. So it takes a lot of people to get done.
But so let's make it clear, though, too, your membership, you do not have to live in the historic district.
You do not have to live in the historic district.
To be part of this organization.
That's correct.
Okay. So you can help out if you're interested in preservation, and you can actually become a member. How do people find you online?
You can find us online. It's sanfordhistorictrust.org.
Okay.
Yep, and we're on Facebook and Instagram as Sanford Historic Trust.
Okay, and so you can sign up online for memberships, I'm sure, and you take them all year round.
Yeah, actually, if you sign up starting, now through the end of December 31st, 2019, your membership will be good through December 31st, 2020. So don't let, 6 weeks prevent you from signing up. We've had a lot of new membership activity.
Yeah.
And I think it has to do with some of the events that we put on.
Yeah. And speaking of that, what kind of events do you put on for the community, Stephanie?
So coming up soon is the obviously the historic holiday tour of homes, but we also do We host monthly membership meetings. We do the Historic Preservation Awards. So this year we gave those out to 3 homeowners and 2 businesses. So that was pretty exciting for them.
And we always make a joke that the Historic Preservation Awards are kind of like the Super Bowl for us.
Right. Yeah.
The apex.
I bet they are. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that happens during May, which is Preservation Month. So that's exciting time for us.
And then this year we also worked with the Florida Trust for Historic Preservation and kind of did a social media push.
Yep.
A lot of our homeowners.
Matters.
It was called This Place Matters.
Right.
Yeah.
Hashtag This Place Matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So the homeowners would check in, take a picture, and tell a little story about their house or their any location really.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
And so let's back up a little bit. So there's an event coming up this weekend.
Yeah, it's on Sunday.
And that is?
It's called the Harvest Moon Dinner.
Okay.
It's very cool. So in spring we do a community picnic, which is free for everybody to come. We provide hamburgers and hot dogs. We've got yard games. We ask everybody to bring a side to share. And that's in the vein of hanging out and building relationships and getting to know our neighbors.
And where is that held usually?
We've done it at Park on Park.
Park and Park was this year.
Okay.
Yeah. And then in fall, we also have the Harvest Moon Dinner, which is also geared as a community event as well. Basically what you're doing is purchasing a table. You're going to bring your table decorations, your 8 best friends to fill the table, bring dinner. And we have a theme. We've done a theme for the last couple of years. So this year the theme is, if you could bring anyone to dinner, dead or alive, who would be the dinner guest of your dreams?
Oh, that's fun.
And we felt like that had a lot of opportunity to be creative.
Right.
You're not really put in a box for that one. So I can't wait to see what that looks like. But the footprint has expanded. So we've doubled this year. And we're going to take up the intersection of 2nd and Magnolia. We were really just starting in Magnolia Square and going out to 2nd the last 3 years. And this year we're expanding a little bit.
Is there room? Well, it's this weekend.
This weekend.
Is it closed for?
There's still an opportunity to purchase a table if you'd like. You can find that information through our Facebook page is the best way I would recommend going.
Yep.
It's also, it's not fenced off, so if you just want to come through and check it out, take a walk while you're downtown, come by and...
Okay. This is Sunday,
November 3rd.
3rd.
Our setup starts at 5 o'clock. I would recommend coming by at 6 if you just want to come and check everything out.
Okay.
It's very pretty.
Very nice. And so you also are responsible, the Sanford Historic Trust is also responsible for some other events and some projects specifically.
Yeah. So the calendar, the Images of Sanford calendar is very, very neat. We give those out for free, basically, and it's a partnership. It's not actually done by the city of Sanford. A lot of people think that the Images of Sanford is a city calendar.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a project that the trust does, and we do it. It's basically, we have the ability to print as much money as we fundraise for, and we do it because we want to be able to give something. So there's a photo competition at the beginning of the year. I think it usually opens around...
I think it was
March or April, and then it'll go through the end of June. So you can submit photos to be considered. They should be black and white photos. And then they're judged.
Landscape works best.
Landscape works best. And then they're selected by, I guess it's like a blind selection.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think the Sanford Camera Club helps out there.
Yeah, so they don't know who is submitting the image, but they'll select the 12, I guess it's 12 or 13 because there's a cover image as well.
13, yep.
And then we do an image reveal. We just finished that up at Janine Taylor's in October. So we reveal the images, and then all of the calendars are available for distribution starting on Small Business Saturday, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
All right. I would like to plug the City of Sanford because we were a sponsor this year.
Huge sponsor.
Yes.
For sure.
Sponsorship show. That's great.
And we really appreciate that.
They're lovely calendars. We love hanging them in our office.
Because we really couldn't do it without support like that.
All right, and then also, if you notice, if you're driving around downtown, the historic district, those lovely lampposts that really make the feel and the vibe of the historic district what it is, I think, those lamps.
Yeah.
Can you share some about that project, the lamppost project?
Yeah, the lampposts, and really it's something that if they weren't there, you would notice. they're there, and we kind of take it for granted that the streets are lit and it's lovely to walk through in the evening. But the lampposts are something, so the Tour of Homes is our largest fundraiser of the year, and that allows us to install lampposts within the historic district. The lampposts around the park, so the ones around Park on Park, are city lampposts and they're city maintained, but all of the other lampposts in the historic district, the trust pays for. The installation, we do all of the maintenance. The only caveat is that the homeowners have to agree to pay for the power.
Right.
And most people do it willingly. We had kind of a delay the last couple of years, like 3 years maybe. There was some maintenance we had to get done. We haven't installed as many as we would like to do. And then a couple hiccups with the hurricanes last year. I think we replaced 3 of them.
We did.
Last year.
And this is all volunteer based?
All volunteer. So two volunteers take care of it. And I mean, so like with the perspective, the city has a maintenance department, and it's what you do day in and day out. And these guys volunteer to do the install. They do all the maintenance. They're changing light bulbs. They're painting lampposts. Anything that happens, give us a call, and we'll get it done.
All right. What's the number?
Oh, go online. We don't actually have a phone number.
There's a form on our website.
Everything's online.
Everything's online.
Hello. Okay. So we're here today specifically to promote the big daddy of them all, right?
It is. It's good. The Holiday Tour of Homes it's a flagship community event for sure, and it's a really great way to start off the holiday season. So it's always the first Saturday in December. This year it's December 7th. It starts from 3 p.m. and it'll go till 9 p.m. A lot of people really like the walking portion of it in the evening. So there's luminaries. We have balls of Folly hanging from all of the trees, like the houses that are on the tour.
Yeah, we just had a bunch of volunteers to help last weekend or the weekend before put those together.
Oh,
yeah.
Those things that hang from the trees that are lit.
We've had them for so many years that they just kind of, got squished.
Yeah, they're made of, it's not glamorous at all what they're made of, but when they're hung in the trees and lit in the evening, it's super nice.
Yeah.
So we did, we called it Make Two, Take Two, and it was a Balls of Folly workshop that we all gathered at Celery City on the patio outside. And then, so if you came, you made 2 for us, and then you could do a $20 donation, and you make 2 to take home. This is a little secret. I think we're going to leave them all the ones that we made at the homeowners' houses. We usually take them back,
nice.
But I think we're going to leave them with the homeowners this year so that we can do it again next year. We had a great response. I mean, we had to have made 120 or 140 of those things.
Yeah, I always wondered where they went.
Home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have them, Stephanie.
Kathy Hall started it, and she got the idea from, I think it was in Greensboro. They started it. They have like a little 5K, but the entire city is lit with these balls. We call them Balls of Folly. They call them lighted Christmas balls.
What are they actually made out of?
It's made of chicken wire, so a 30 by 30 square of chicken wire, and then you just wrap 2 strands of lights around it.
So
really?
easy.
So easy, but I personally don't want to buy an entire roll of chicken wire for 2 or 3. So
True.
Yeah, it was perfect for.
Yeah, if you didn't get a chance to come out this year, we do have plans to do it next year. I mean, it's obviously a year away, so things can change, but we really want to be able to do it again next year.
Yeah, so and you promote all of these events through the Facebook page and your Instagram, so follow them.
Yes, that's really going to be the best way to stay in touch, or you can also sign up with your email address at our website, and we will include you on pertinent.
Okay.
Yeah, we send emails too. So.
All right, great. And you're in charge, Stephanie, of the social media, right?
Social media, yeah.
All right, well, thank you. Yeah. So what about check-in and some details about this? How can people get tickets, sponsorship opportunities, if there are any?
Sponsorship opportunities sold out in record time. We closed that a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So it's the middle of October, and all of our sponsorships are closed. We have a title sponsor, which is new the last few years. This year, it's My Sanford magazine.
Nice.
We have, we call them coaster sponsors, and the city did one this year.
Yay,
along with Porzig Realty. Those are being distributed this weekend, and they'll go to a lot of the bars and restaurants. So if you're out having dinner, getting drinks, you can snag a coaster. It'll be a reminder to buy your tickets.
Very great idea.
We're also doing check-in at the Wayne Dench Performing Arts Center, and that's on Magnolia, which is where the tour will be this year. We have 10 stops, starting our first home's on 4th, and then we're going down through 16th. So it's a self-guided walking tour. It's a little longer than what we're accustomed to, but at the same time, the tour designs itself. So it's based on which homeowners say, yes, definitely, we cannot wait to be on the tour.
Right.
But we will have some golf cart elements, which is really fun. We like being able to do that to kind of help bridge the gap between like check-in and the first house at 4th. And then there will be our street closure starts at 6th and it goes through 13th. So at the end of 13th, we'll have another golf cart group helping you get from 13th to the last house. And then from the last house, there will be a return trip.
Okay.
All the way back to the Wayne Dench.
And so can people buy tickets the day of, or do you have to buy it ahead of time?
Yes, you can buy tickets the day of. There's a chance we'll sell out this year, so we recommend buying them in advance. Tickets are currently discounted, so tomorrow's the last day that you can get the discounted rate, and then they'll go up November 1st. And we're doing a VIP ticket this year.
What are the costs, Amanda?
So the regular ticket it's a $30 ticket. You can buy that, like I said, in advance,
online,
the day of the tour.
Or in person at the Historic Welcome Center and Sanford Flower Shop.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the VIP package the VIP ticket basically it's $80. It includes complimentary drinks, food, and then there's like a fast pass access. So you're going right to the front of the line. You don't have to wait in any of the lines at the homes.
Right.
And then a special VIP lounge at the Wayne Dench as well.
Very nice. And that's new this year,
That's
right?
new this year. We've never done that before. That is actually currently discounted to $65, and that price goes up on November 1st as well.
So can I ask, how many tickets are available? What's the attendance usually for this?
We have the ability to do about 1,200 tickets.
Okay.
Any more than that, it's really just a stress on the homes,
right,
and it doesn't work well. So there are 60 VIP tickets for there's a 3 to 6 p.m. sitting and then a 6 to 9 p.m. sitting, and then 60 at each session. And then the rest of the general admission tours, there's about 900.
Okay, and so can you repeat the social media page, Stephanie? What is
So we have 2 Facebook pages. One is the Sanford Historic Trust, so you'll find out all the important information about the holiday tour of homes, but then all the trust regular membership meetings and everything else. And then there's one specific to the tour of homes, and it's Sanford Holiday Tour of Homes.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you only like the holiday tour of homes, go like us at Sanford Holiday Tour of Homes. If you want to know about everything, then you can follow us on the trust page.
Okay, and then Instagram too, you said.
Instagram is just the one page, so Sanford Historic Trust. So that's going to cover everything.
Okay, great. Yep. And so I understand that there's something called a tour of drinks.
Yes.
On December 3rd, before the tour of homes. So what's that all about?
Yeah, so tour of drinks. So we have 6 bars participating, restaurant bars, I should say. So that starts, I think, at 7 on the 3rd. I could be wrong, but the event will launch today, so it'll have more information in case I do have that start time wrong.
On social media, right?
Yeah, on Facebook. So we're starting at Louisa's Cellar. So it's 6:30. So now I can see the event. It's 6:30 at Louisa's, and then we're going to, I think, the Willow Tree. I'm probably going to miss some, so I won't go through them all. But and they've all made specialty holiday drinks as well. So each stop will feature that holiday drink, and $1 from every drink comes back to the Historic Trust.
Yeah, and that goes through the month of December.
Yep.
So the actual tour of drinks is on December 3rd. And then if you can't make the tour, I mean, we love a good pub crawl, but if you can't make the tour of drinks, you can pop into any of the locations during the month of December to have the holiday drink and contribute back to the trust as well.
What a great effort.
Yeah.
Have fun and support a great cause.
Yeah. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. There's so much going on, and what a great effort from both of you and the Historic Trust to bring people into downtown Sanford, because it truly is an amazing event, the Historic Trust Tour of Homes, and then all of these other exciting projects that you're working on. Is there any kind of last-minute words, Amanda?
We can't take all the credit. Our board of directors is really great. I mean, we're all professionals. We do this on a volunteer basis, but we work really well together. We like each other. We like the city.
We love the city.
We love the city. And then even tour of homes, we can't do it without volunteers. So our volunteers really keep everything going.
Now, speaking of that, do you need more volunteers?
We always need volunteers.
So
Yes.
for the event itself?
For the tour of homes, yes. We have it's actually called signup.com. But if you want to go to the Facebook page, the Sanford Historic Trust, we will have information there about how to get to our event on signup.com.
Okay.
Send us a message, send a pigeon, whatever you have to do.
Smoke signals.
Smoke signals. We have a bunch of really cool places that you can volunteer for the tour.
Yeah.
Any last words, Stephanie?
No, I'm just really excited. We've
Yeah.
got so much going on. I forgot that Harvest Moon is coming up. I've been so heads down on the
And
tour
it almost,
home,
I mean, we're so involved in the tour that it almost feels like Christmas is over.
Yeah.
As soon as the tour is
I
over,
know.
it's like, woo!
Please.
Is it 2020 yet?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Well, we certainly can sense your excitement and enthusiasm, ladies, and thank you so much for all you do for the city of Sanford and the Historic Trust, the Sanford Historic Trust.
Sanford
So-
Historic Trust. Yes.
Yes.
Thanks for having us on, and
Yeah,
thanks for the
thank
support from
you.
the city as well.
Yep.
All right. Well, there you have it. This is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer for the City of Sanford. Thank you for listening. You could find this podcast on all of the podcast locations where you subscribe and our city website, sanfordfl.gov/podcast. Thank you again for listening. Have a great day.